Well, good evening, dear souls. I thank you for having me here in your midst. It is a pleasure to be here. Who am I? I am the desert wind. My name is Suryacha, and I am the chosen mouthpiece for today to deliver a most important message to you souls gathered here this evening. I was going to commence by saying, good evening, humans. Good evening, human beings. That is not really correct. I should call you human doings. Because every time we look, you're doing. You're not being. So, why are you here on this lovely planet? Ask yourself that. What are you doing here? You are beingness. You are energy beingness. You are being. But also while you're here, there is an element of doing. So what are you doing? Well, may I put it this way? You are beings. Beings, total beings. Now, for a being to grow, expand, rise, gain in knowledge and soul growth and soul beauty, how do you grow? Well, the prime source of all that is decided to allow you as a being to come to this lower physical solid matter dimension and take on physicality. Now, it's the physicality provides the being, the soul being, the physicality provides the soul being with opportunity to experience, to learn, to grow, to rise, to become more colourful, more expansive, more knowledgeable, more wisdom. That's what you're doing here. You didn't come here to be a doings. You came here to do an embodied being specifically to generate soul growth, soul enrichment. So maybe if we define that, I would like you to think. Number one, you are energy being. Energy being. The body that you identify with is simply an overcoat. It's a shell. The overcoat, the shell, is there for your benefit. For your benefit. Now, in the realms we have noticed that you beings, you souls incarnate, arrive here with a mission, take on an embodiment, and lo and behold, most of you have forgotten that you are soul energy being and you commence to identify with the physicality. I'm here to tell you, you are not that physicality. Believe it. Know it. You are energy being, commonly termed soul. So, soul, energy being. This human embodiment is your servant. Too often, we look around and the roles have been reversed. You are the servant. The physical is the master. What's going on here? What's going on here? You come here as the master. The physical beingness is the servant, and you arrive here. And before you're here too long, you become the servant. And this energy becomes the master. So think about mastership. Think about who's the master and what is the master doing here. Well, I tell you what they're doing here. They're telling you eat, drink alcohol, smoke, take drugs, jump off a cliff. It's the being, the physical being, that's taking precedence over the spiritual being, the energy being, the true being. So what I'm here today is to remind you, take charge. You are soul, being, energy, embodied. You're the master. Take charge. Don't have that physical body, that lower. Don't forget, the physical is lower, third dimension. You come from, let me say that, some of yous are locked in lower third dimension, some of them a bit higher up the scale. Quite a few of you lately, I have noticed, have entered the fourth. So you're now up in the fourth. Now, if you're in the fourth, you're not going any further until you decide that you are the master, the physical is the servant. Because you are going higher, higher in energy, beingness, in consciousness. You are floating, bobbing like a cork, floating in energy. And that's what you are. You are energy. You are energy. Now, it is well known that as the physical ages or contracts their illness or disease, it's discarded. It's discarded. Think about this. If the physical is the master and it collapses and becomes nothingness, what are you left with? What are you left with? Nothing. Nothing. You are the master. The physical and all the physicality around it is your servant. Now, let me tell you this. Oh, I have some good news for you. I have some good news, yes. Now, the good news is this. You are rising. Most of you are getting out of that third dimension. You're moving into the fourth. You're rising in the fourth. Few are tipped over into the fifth. Congratulations. You're in the fifth, you got your sail up and you're heading for development, you're heading for home. Now, I would like to remind you of this. You get so used to, over thousands and thousands of years, you'll get so embedded in third dimension reality, you become so locked in to third dimensional reality, then when we in the realms radiate energy to you to lift you out of the bog, to lift you out of that self-imposed prison, you don't want to go. You don't want to go. And the reason is this. You rise not even a full dimension, maybe part thereof. But now you're in no man's land. You're in never before experienced land. So many of you reach back for that anchor, the third dimension. You know it of old. You feel comfortable there. Well, get out of your comfort zone. Get out of there. You're not there to bog yourself down in that circle, that pit, that mine shaft. You are here to learn, to grow, to rise. Know it. Be it. Live it. So yes, we understand that sometimes you're going through a bit of turmoil, upset, fear, insecurity. Well, yes, because you are now going up. You are exiting third dimensionality. You are going up to a higher, finer vibration. You have to allow your blueprint to align. Come into alignment. Come into alignment. Allow the changes to take place. Even though you know that your cage is being rattled, but that's the old third dimension. Where you're going is higher, finer, and much, much better. So if you feel fearful, insecure, worry, shaky, well done, well done. You are now registering for yourself your transition. And it's not going to stop there. So think about this. You want to get nice and comfy in the fourth? Don't bother. You won't be there long enough to have a cut lunch. You're moving up. You have to keep moving up. We in the realms, we are working diligently to take your blue planet, Mother Earth. We are working so diligently, not just a few of us. Great, what do you say? Millions? Souls, innumerable souls, from various dimensions, and get this, various realities. Various realities. We come from, as you call, cosmic or galactic. We come from spiritual. We come from realms that you have never heard of and you will not know of. You will not know their existence until you're into fifth. Then we will draw the veil back and let you see where you're going. At this point on your planet, we in the realms need you to understand this. From where you are, things are going to hell in a handbasket on your planet. From where we are, we see the grand plan unfolding in its absolute perfection. Things have to be removed. Oh, third dimension things. And I'm talking about nature, people, humans, constructions, everything associated with the third is going through a royal shake-up, and it collapses and falls away to nothingness. Because in the realms, there are many, many souls such as I and much higher who are working hard to eliminate all of those negative influences that have afflicted your earth for eons of time. We're talking about removing the controllers, the corruption, the indecent effects, the indecent attacks on Mother Earth, deforestation, digging, bombs, explosions. We are doing away with that. And we need your help. We need you to get out of that third dimensional rat hole, get out of that prison and rise with us. Because it is through you that we put the knowledge, information and guidance that prompts you to say, enough is enough, I've had enough, let's get out, let's change this. Let's take Mother Earth back to the beautiful planet it originally was, and we will now return it to that. Please don't rely on us in the realms to do the heavy lifting. We're looking at you, asking you to do your share of the lifting. Do your share. Don't just stand by like an audience. Get in there, roll the sleeves up, get in and help us. Do your bit. Now, having this opportunity to speak to your souls here today, I find is a grand opportunity, because now we are talking to quite a number of souls incarnate, as well as those that this conduit is recording on his photographic electronic machine. Now it gives us an opportunity to say to you, do what you can, positively, no negativity, no violence. Apply brilliant white light. Apply love. Apply understanding, compassion, tolerance. You don't have to take up arms to help the planet ascend. That's all you have to do is sit still and quiet. Go to your heart center and radiate that light, that love. Radiate that all the time with a vision held here of this planet not being returned, but already returned to a place of beauty, an item, an object of absolute beauty. Now, before I conclude, I would like to add this. Go within, open that heart as wide as you can, because by opening the heart, it opens the third eye. I don't have to tell you what great benefits are to be had by having an open third eye. It's wonderful. You only get the third eye open by coming through from the heart. So, let me say this. The seat of your physical beingness is the heart. It's the heart. But you must have that love in the heart. You must have that compassion, tolerance, mercy. Mercy for those souls who've gone a bit awry, off the beaten track, you might say. Have mercy, compassion, tolerance. Radiate love. Do not have criticism and judgment of others. Do not have criticism and judgment of yourself. Stop judging yourself. I see you, we see you. You feel less than, not good enough, can't cope. Nonsense. Of course you are. Become the master. The physical becomes the slave. And we're talking about physical, emotional, mental, and dimensional spiritual. You are the master. Declare it. Be it. Do it. Goodness, I have been assertive, haven't I? Hopefully, all you beautifuls, do you know how beautiful you are? I look around here and I see the colours. Oh my goodness, this plethora of colours. My goodness, it's absolutely beautiful. And it's you that's generating those colours. So I and my brotherhood say, congratulations, you do so well. Now you can do better. This is the winds of the desert wishing you goodbye and well speed, Godspeed. Thank you.